Okay, we are ready to go. What is up? What is up? Good morning, good night, good afternoon. We are in the Lion's Den Cat Cast first. This is the first one. So, welcome everybody. You can see that there's my my Twitter. And right here, this is level three. We got great Patriots. Great Patriots. This is where you can follow me. Please look for the biggest cat on the internet. Right there. Boom. All right. So listen, let me just get this one. Let me get this one so you know what's going on. Level three now is I'm going to start podcasting. I'm gonna grow, and we're going to grow, and I'm very happy about that. And as you can see, we're going to be doing some really cool stuff with whether it's politics or fighting for our Constitution. That's where I want to go. But I just want to preface right now, I can't tell you how brokenhearted I am, just like all the good people are saying. Very brokenhearted. And I have some feelings about that. If you look here, we got plenty of news. News everywhere. All right. And it's one thing to get the news out, but it's also another thing that it's the talking points from both sides. And you're getting more of the apologies and broken hearts from the right, and you're getting the gun laws and lobbyists from the left. So right here, you also get this left guy, LeBron. All right, I have a problem when the people that make the most money or that are higher up in politics, they almost feel like their pedestal is above ours. So when they get up there, they're punching and talking down. I can't take that. Of course, James took to social media, desperate call for change, right here, and I'm going to get into that in a minute. But you got this guy coming up and preaching, and who knows what's in his closet. Then you get this lady, New Zealand, Jacinda Ardern, if I pronounce that right. We got somebody for the prime minister from Texas is, talking about our gun laws. If you've watched what's happened in Australia and New Zealand, it's nowhere that the U.S. wants to be. I'll tell you that right now. Nowhere. It's absolutely none of their business. Just like I always say, we're sending $40 billion over the to the Ukraine, and we're not putting $40 billion. We're not putting $1 billion into protecting our children. I stand with the Hannitys, the Tucker Carlsons, the Tim Pools, all them. I stand for making sure we harden up these schools. And yes, you don't want to have big brick walls, but you don't want this woman coming in and lobbying for America. They need to work on their own stuff. And these poor children, this was one room. And I don't want to talk about it too much because I don't even want to give this jack off any kind of credit. But this is what you're seeing. You're seeing this. So we get up here, and here's another one. Now, just check out, watch the dramatic. This is the dramatic side of maybe LeBron didn't go this far, but watch this guy. This is crazy. Hope the sound works for you. I'll fix it later, but check it out.
We are being held hostage by 50 senators in Washington
Hostage.
who refuse to even put it to a vote, despite what we, the American people, want.
You're not American people.
Because they want to hold on to their own power.
Go ahead, get some.
It's
Here he goes.
pathetic.
Drop the mic. Oh, he didn't even. There's my boy. Sorry about that. That's my Officer Tatum. You got to follow Officer Tatum. Brandon Tatum and Candace Owens. Man, they're the bomb. You got to follow Officer Tatum right here. Where's he at? Where's he at? There he is. There he is. There you go. Right there. Oh, there you go. Right there. Grab this guy. Grab him. Really good voice. Really good voice from the heart. Uh, I believe he's Christian. So you got that. So let me just. I want to preface what I'm a little bit worried about. Let me make sure we get that off there. Here's what happens if you start at the top, right? You start at the top and you take the ARs away. That once that happens, that's now a chunk of the Constitution was amended, or absolutely something was taken away from it. They're doing this with the woke. Okay? They started 12 years ago, 15 years ago. And here's where they're at today. And it's a slippery slope. I want to get into that. That's going to be another video. It's a slippery slope. You take the ARs away, and now you're telling half the country, no, 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 I'm smacking you on the hands, it's gone. But here's what happens. Let's just say in the Democratic woke world that they take all the guns away. All right? What happens when somebody puts a flak jacket on or whatever, a big trench coat, and in his belt he's got 6 or 7 Molotov cocktails, and he runs in the school, you don't even see him, but as soon as he lights one and throws it in a classroom where they only have 1, maybe 2 doors to get out, most classrooms only have 1. Imagine, are you going to take bottles away? What happens if there's a football game and a guy drives on the field or girl drives on the field, mentally disturbed, and just starts running over anybody? Because what happened with that? Oh yeah, an SUV killed everybody. Not the black man in there. Not the African American in there. They didn't mention that. Doesn't matter whether he's black, tan, or white. But what happens when you're the white guy that does something? The left and the mainstream media, that's candy for them, right? Candy. I'm being serious. So you take all the guns away. Watch what happens if. What I'm saying too is a handgun or a rifle. If kids are all like running around, and I'm saying kids because of what just happened. Dear God, I have a 15 and 19-year-old. I remember their 2nd, 3rd, and 4th grade years. I mean, I can't even imagine. But what happens is maybe they can't shoot too well, and they miss a lot of kids. But you take something that's going to go whoof, and throw it into a group of them. Then what's the left going to do? And I don't know if I'm the first to say that, and I don't even like thinking about that. That is, I'm not even. I don't even want to give ideas out like that. It crushes me. But anyway, let's just, like I said, say our prayers. But we need a GOP that will stand up and fight with love and truth. We don't need the news media fighting for us. We need men and fathers to get up there, and women, but we need men and fathers. So just the same, look at this right here. This is crazy, all right? This is crazy. Deshaun Watson's lawyers admit consensual sex occurred with 3 of the 22 women. 3. Are you kidding me? Now, let's go down here a minute, all right? In the most recent developments of the Deshaun Watson situation, the Browns' $230 million quarterback has now admitted through his lawyers to consensual sex with 3 of his 22 accusers. All right, so now it's down to 19 if I get my math straight. That's absolutely nuts. This man is making $230 million and nothing's settled. So why is he even... This should be shut down and get this thing over with, and I don't believe he should be playing. Now leave a comment for me, and please like, subscribe, and share for me. That goes appreciated. And again, all these links are down in here. You can read it for yourself. Do your own research. All right? But this just blows my mind. $230 million. And he's still having this in the headlines. That's brutal. So anyway, let's move on. This I found. And WND is really cool. I highly recommend you check into this. Do your research. You don't have to believe everything you read. WHO withdraws 12. 12 Biden sovereignty. What is sovereignty? That's us. That's our country, right? Amendments amid fierce opposition. Thank God. Lionel Media, follow him. I don't know if I'll put a link in there yet, but one of the fellows I listen to, I've been listening to a lot of these people I've listened to for 5, 6, 8 years. But WHO withdraws 12. 12 out of 13. What does that tell you? And thank God for him, right? Amid charges of ceding U.S. sovereignty to the World Health Organization. Holy baloney. The WHO, that means now one of the things the WHO might be in control of and can lock us down, whatever. You got to read this whole thing. As a matter of fact, read everything that he actually proposed. Thank God they took 12 out of the 13. And Lionel was the first guy to tell me about this. So when you watch us, try to do your own research. I feel redundant there. But right here, this is nuts. 13 submitted by Biden administration for a vote in the World Health Assembly this week in Geneva. This stuff was happening this week. You feel me? Was the news on this? WND was, but is Fox, CNN really? And if they did, because I might have missed it, I know I missed it. This is like months ago. It was what, 30 seconds, 1 minute? I don't know. But thank God for this guy here, the researcher, James Roguski. I like that name. That's nice. He alerted the public to the implications for U.S. sovereignty, prompting a groundswell of popular opposition, largely in the past week. Thank God for this guy, right? He did a big one there. So we're gonna move on from this. But this dude right here, look at him. He looks like he's taking a poop. I'm telling you, it's like it's not coming out. It's not. Hold on. Okay, good. Let me have my ice cream. Let's move on. And I'm putting these links in so you can read this stuff. All right. Check this out. Another WND. FBI agent, Bureau leadership demanded investigation of Trump. Bureau leadership. Well, who's in the Bureau leadership? Let's see. Reveals that Curtis Hyde, the co-case agent on the investigation into the unfounded claims, of secret communications between the Trump organization and the Kremlin-like Alpha Bank, testified this week. Orders came from the top. Who's at the top? What was that? Comey? Was that this woman here? She's looking like she could see Biden pooping, right? Let's see. Sussman, he's in trouble. Here it is. Worked for Hillary Clinton. Look, let me just say. You remember the emails? Do you remember? How about this one? Do you remember who met Susan Rice on the tarmac? Yeah, that was Bill Clinton. You think he was telling Sue that, hey, if Trump gets in, we're still going to work real hard on getting him out with all kinds of shams, right? So if something happens, even if we get a Democrat in there, if we get Biden in there next election, maybe you and Barack, maybe you'll run the country. We'll just send him out there to, play with ducks and ice cream. I don't know. I'm just telling you. Do your research. Check this out. This stuff should be so far in the news, it's not even funny. James Baker, he was involved. Special counsel John Durham has charged Sussman with representing clients at the meeting. Both Clinton campaign and then New Start Tech firm executive Rodney Jaffe. Hyde explained the discovered claim was unfounded based on evidence from the FBI Cyber Division, a review of internet logs and other evidence. All right, there were orders to continue work. And he was briefed on a plan by Clinton, right here, Clinton to accuse Trump of having Russian connections in order to divert the public's attention from her own email scandal. Kaboom! That's the one. That's the one right there. So right there, the links are in the bottom. Check out WND. All right. Now here's I got to play this, and I hope you can hear it. Mark Dice is just a bomb, and when I do these little tiny news drops for you from CatCast, hashtag CatCast, by the way, that's where you're going to see all this stuff. Mark Dice is just brilliant. All right. Hopefully a commercial doesn't come up, but Mark Dice is just brilliant. I'm going to pause that for a minute. Check this out. Just the information is awesome, and after that, we'll conclude our little drop here.
Wokeness went too far again, humiliating another major corporation, this time Walmart.
Walmart is pulling an ice cream commemorating Juneteenth from its shelves after a social media backlash. The Juneteenth ice cream.
This here is May 25th, 2022, so Mark Dice is right.
Features a message to celebrate African American culture.
Thank God
but
for
critics called it
a
tone-deaf effort to cash in on the federal holiday. Walmart is also selling party favors and clothing with Juneteenth branding. Walmart released a statement apologizing and said that it's going to remove the items as appropriate. Juneteenth commemorates the end of slavery in the United States.
What better way to commemorate the end of slavery than with some Juneteenth ice cream? Which sounds like something that Ben and Jerry's would do.
Wait till you see what he does.
He actually did come out with a special Black Lives Matter flavor ice cream, but as Fortune magazine,
he's one of our best.
Ben and Jerry's activist history allows it to call out white supremacy and police brutality.
You see this?
In other words, cash in on
Is this crazy?
Thing. In other news, if getting broke could go broke, the State Farm Insurance Company ended their relationship with a leftist grooming organization called the Gender Cool Project, which aims to infiltrate elementary school libraries with books about how the kids should be gender non-binary after an internal email leaked and people started canceling their policies.
Let me just say, not only who he just mentioned, but I'm telling you right now, the teachers union across the board, second to first most evil communist Marxist organization, and they're just brainwashing our children. Continue on.
In mass. When members of the media started calling and asking about it, they acknowledged that it was a real partnership and that they're just not going to do it anymore. They've decided to reassess and they're breaking that partnership off, but they still haven't posted on any of their social media accounts that they're not doing it anymore.
See?
Because they don't want to upset the LGBT extremists. Like this guy who responded to one of their tweets about a different subject saying, okay, an actual news organization has confirmed that State Farm is placating bigots by dropping support for an LGBTQ book program. So now I will be looking for a new insurance company. You can't pander to keep the bigots' business and keep mine. This is what should happen every time a company goes woke. We need to start...
Look, Mark Dice is just probably... When it comes to... I've been following him for probably 10 years. When it comes to having the guts to get out there, wait till you see what he does. Let me see if I can find that. Oh, here we go. Watch this.
Admitted openly they're coming for the children.
Watch. Is this evil?
That's a real clip, by the way. That's not a parody.
That's evil.
That's really the name.
And then let me just fast forward real quick to him. Where is he at? Here we go. There we go. Right here.
Man or a woman. When I was trolling one of my local city council
This is what makes him famous. Look at him. Look at him.
This is a full 3 months of food without needing any refrigeration or special storage. And you're looking
Hold on, I'm
at
gonna skip that for you. You don't need to see that. Look
It's
at him.
an actual fake holiday that they make up and they insert into the trending list on Twitter. Twitter drives the news cycle. What if Elon stops employees from manually inserting topics into the trending list? How is everybody going to learn about the important holidays like Pansexual Awareness Day or Gender Non-Binary?
Oh my God, he's so good.
Appreciation Week? And that's why the leftists keep adding letters onto the LGBT. It's not.
I'm going to stop it there. He's just amazing. I wish I had the guts for that. I can honestly tell you I don't. Anywho, follow Mark. I got him down in the follow him. I got the link for that, but just follow him. He's amazing. Like I said, we're at such a time in the United States that we're not united. And you can follow me on Twitter at BFES56. We got the Lions Den, Tigers Den, Cheetahs Den. We got hashtags that we're fighting for, and we got a really good crew. Always a shout out to Gretchen at Coda Vets. You want to take care of our vets, right? You can follow her on Twitter at Coda Vets. And I always give a shout out to Dave and Leah. They are just my rocks that help me out with this. So tune in for the next one. We're going to cut it. I love you guys, and kiss, love, hug a veteran, because patriots lift up patriots. Take care.